So they'll be calling you a radical. So the greatest scam stock in United States history. How the fuck do the investment bankers get enough investors to even take this piece of shit public? SMR, Nuscale from hell, which has zero product. I don't think they really even have employees. They have a lie called Little SMR. They're going to test them, and they have some funding from the Utah ratepayer out of their bill. And the Utah ratepayer is so ignorant they have no clue. Somebody needs to sue the state of Utah for, $750 million. That's their income stream. They've signed contracts all over the world. They're going to put it. No, they're not. No, they're not. They have no income stream. They have no product. They have a corrupt CEO, Jose Reyes. The only person that's fought him from the beginning. Now remember, Nuscale started out with funding from Kenwood Financial. Look it up. I'm the guy that exposed the Kenwood Financial to these sheep. Was a Ponzi scheme, and the SEC found them guilty of a Ponzi scheme. And the South American criminal who put up the money is doing like 126 years in a prison cell. Now, this is important. This is the biggest fraud company in history. People come to, oh, since you started doing it, what public 10, what clear to 15? How's that working out for you now? Because it just went below its IPO price. Now, listen, I'm an ex-investment banker. I'm an exec Wall Street guy. For a stock at this stage to fall less than a year under its IPO price is, it's not good. So, because what happens under the rules of the IPO Fed, which is criminal enterprise, they could prop it up. They can help these guys out for a little bit at a time. So the Fed will actually prop this stock up. It fell under its IPO price today. It's under 10. It's just like GE, the greatest Ponzi scheme in human history. Oh, it's sitting at $70-something. It did an 8-for-1 reverse split. It's sitting at 9 off 64 in the greatest up market in world history. So, Nuscale from hell. Now, stay with me. So, Nuscale from hell, I'm the only one that fought him. I fought him in the Utah State House. I caught him, in the early days. When Obama come here, I exposed that Obama was playing that game with, this fraud. Idaho National Lab, which is supposed to be testing. Now, Jose Reyes, who is the CEO, worked at Idaho National Lab. Okay, fine. He goes out and he's going to make his own little SMR fairy tale company. Which is the irony, this SMR was tried at Idaho National Lab in 1961. They had to peel people off the roof. Arco, Idaho. I was in the bone marrow transplant with 2 people from Arco, Idaho. One of my lifelong best friends who died the same time as me, and then Johnny. Yeah, I love that dude. They both died young of cancer. The place is so radioactive because they had accidents there before. Blake, who I grew up with right here, San Diego, Ogden, Utah, he bought the whole city up there at the Atomic City, so I'm connected up there. I know everything that happens before it happens. And so, stay with me. So Trump he's a pseudo de facto New York City mobster. Well, not pseudo de facto. He's obviously a mobster. Him and Status King Cuomo are both connected. Why do you think they don't ever charge Teflon Don in New York? Because he's part of the mob in New York. The New York City mob runs the nuclear reactors in New York. How do you think they got $7.6 billion in the Status King Cuomo without any legislative process? Cuomo talked like a mobster. Trump talks like a mobster because they're New York City mobsters. They can do whatever they want, either one of them. So Trump, who's the most pro-nuclear in history, then he'll sit and talk about nuclear when he passed Obama Dumber. So he appoints Jose Reyes as ex-co-worker at Idaho National Lab to the head of the NRC. What? I went crazy about it. I'm like, this is such conflict. So the only license to ever in the world right now, these other ones who have presented to the NRC have been rejected. Because the NRC, I know Allison McFarland personally. I know Gregory Jacko. I know, have like, no, we're not giving you a license. These things are not what you say they are. Show me one. And they produce more waste than even a big reactor. These little water buttons, they're bullshit. That's the NRC. Even have Congress pass a fast track law, but they still have to have a prototype and show you. They don't have shit. So, Biden administration Now, something at work underneath the current, maybe Kamala Harris, because she was her mother, the epidemiologist at Livermore, yeah, where they got the ignition center, they got the fission, which was a total grandstand dog and pony show. Total bullshit. I protested out there all the time. Somebody's got there because the first thing the Biden administration was remove her from the NRC chair and place, what's his name, back in, which I know personally. I know every piece. I know all these people on NRC personally. They've had to deal with me for years and years and years because the world's run those by show up. I show up. By the way, right after Christmas, some shortly time after Christmas, I'll get back to California doing my tide pool work. And so that's the plan. So they're like, oh, hell no. I mean, these SMRs, we still need to see one. This whole paper they're saying we have. They don't have shit. I'm an ex-investment banker. I'm a derivative arbitrage guy. I was on Wall Street for fucking years and years and years. I never seen anything like this. When they went public, I'm like, what? The investment bankers are going to take this one on and promote this and think, but it's easy to find investors. These big fat fucking hedge funds, these, investment bankers just go to them. They'll buy whatever they tell them to. So it's fallen under the IPO price, which is really, it's really almost unheard of in an IPO this young. Fuck, this IPO is not a year old. It's a sham. They have no product. They have no revenue stream. They don't have anything. It's a fucking, it's a rouge. Fuck. It's a unicorn. It's a mermaid. It's a fairy tale. Fuck. We have all kinds of fucking terms for what this is. A red herring? No, it ain't even red herring. It's a fucking one of the greatest scams. It's criminal. Why would Utah fund these? I've said it for years, I just got my fucking power. I'm like, fuck, I looked right through it. Amps. I'm one of the guys that got amps through. Amps was for alternative energy, for wind and solar 20 years ago. We were just talking about this yesterday, me and a guy who has solar panels, and I'm like, Utah puts the big fee on. California's all solar. This whole fucking nuclear fucking renaissance is nonsense. Like in Virginia, this Canadian company's going to buy this old uranium land and thing, and the demand for uranium is not up. You know how many nuclear reactors have closed in this decade? Uranium demand's way down, but you'll watch the propaganda, won't tell you that. Remember, in China, these fast breeders are going to put on one a month starting in 2010. You know how many they've put on? These generational 5 reactors, this breakthrough? One, and it went into some kind of fucking meltdown. And how do we know it went into some kind of meltdown? You can look it up. Because under international law, they have to send out what we call the downwinder letter if they have a radiation fucking exposure major event. By law, they have to send it out to all downwind companies. It's the imminent fucking danger letter. That's international law. Oh, they sent it out to Jennifer Granholm, Rick Perry's freaking twin. Current TV. She's something else. Whoa, she gives me the heebie fucking jeebies. She's the worst head of the DOE in history, and that's hard to pass, Rick fucking Perry. Let's make it sexy again. That restarted up all this at Idaho National Lab. Last time I was up there, they chased me out with a big old military thing. Remember those videos? Boom! I'm like, what the fuck is there? I go to the bar. Oh, fuck, they're testing all kinds of fucking... What? At Idaho National Lab? TikTok, Diablo Canyon Clock. It's absolutely fucking incredible. It blows my fucking mind that they're getting away with this. So, it has no product. It has no revenue stream. So, why would Utah be funding this? Remember, they were going to put 29 of them on by 2019, then 19, now 12, now 6. They're not putting nothing on. They're just looting you and stealing. So, here's the thing. Under AMPS, it was for wind and solar. How did they get these fucking legislators? I'm the one. Play back the tape. I'm the only one finding them. I've interviewed a video. I interviewed all these legislators in Utah in the Capitol. Why? Why did you do this? What's his name? Paul from freaking Clearfield, do I know? Because we can gift in Utah. Gifting a legislator is legally. For real. Look it up. You can't give them cash, but you can say, oh, you want to stay in my, condo in San Diego for a month. You want to say they can gift whatever they want, but it's against the law for them to lobby during legislature, which they did. They lobby. I caught them. I videoed it. You know, when they call it. I mean, fuck, what a sham. And you talk to 99% of the population. Well, fuck. You go talk to 1,000 people about Nuscale and your bill. I mean, if you pay a power bill in Utah, you're being shammed hard. Hard. You have for a decade now. So Nuscale, it's fallen under its IPO price. I mean, I'm telling you, catch the falling nuclear knife in the back. Fucking the fools. I made some guy come to because I did a video. Oh, folks, since you started this one from fucking 10 to 15. Fuck. Well, go to fucking right there. Go to Vegas by the Nevada test site and, you know, you can play some fucking blackjack. You know, you might even get a blackjack. Fuck. You know, you might even hit something 2 for 1. You know, you might hit a money line. You might hit something. You know, you can go play red-black on the roulette wheel. This is the biggest sham fucking company in fucking world history. There's no such thing as in fucking SMR. So back to the China one. So somebody leaked the eminent domain letter to CNN in the middle of the night at about 12:45, and a guy that works inside there put it up. I wonder who did that. The DOE by law has to tell its populace. They didn't. They didn't. You can look it up. China's moving so fast away from nuclear. Everyone is. Everyone. And this whole thing, Bill Gates and Kemmer, because blame it all on Russia. Blame it all on the Russia-Ukraine war because uranium, we can't. That's bullshit. Why would Governor Cox get in bed in Kemmer, Wyoming with Bill Gates who stole the operating system here? I talked to Governor Cox twice about this. And this is right when he was running. He didn't even know what an SMR was. Yet, how does he get in bed with... Again, you're funding a nuclear fairy tale in Kemmer, Wyoming, Bill Gates' fucking fairy tale. Utah, you're funding them. The nuclear... By the way, you think you got Utah media that's going to report this? Think about the fucking big hot generator from San Onofre. It's all coming here. All of it's coming to Energy Solutions dump site. Now, who videoed it and who did that? All the investigative journalists. KSL, KUTV, any of them? Salt Lake Tribune? Deseret News? No, Kevin Blanchard did it. And I'm a fool to do all your dirty work, and I'm getting fucking, you know, I'm really depressed about it all the historic work I got. And what did I get for it? I don't know. I don't know. All I ever wanted was my peace of mind. So stand tuned. SMR Nuscale has fallen under its IPO price. The sham, the fairy tale. You know, catch the falling nuclear knife in the back. Go for it, which I've been saying for years on GE. Listen to Kramer. Back up the truck if GE goes under fucking 50, under 40, under 30, under 20, under fucking 10. It's fucking... Oh, I just looked at it. It's 70, so... They did an 8-for-1 reverse split. Hello! Hello! Stand tuned.